just to our west, you get a
All
look
right, hey
inside
guys, how's it
Century
going?
Link Field here in Seattle.
Game 12,
Tonight,
this is
we've
week
got
13,
a
yes,
Sunday
because it was a
night
week off, so...
between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Seattle Seahawks. This will be taken about the 12. And he'll take it up past the 25
guys, the Eagles against
to
the
the
Seahawks.
26-yard line.
Game starting, I'll come at you at the end of the quarter.
So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by the well-traveled veteran QB from LSU. It's Matt Flynn. They'll come out throwing here on first down. That's caught by the rookie from Cal, Chad Hansen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the
It says Cal, it says he's from California, it's Chad Hansen, but it's not. I tweaked him.
Love slant routes because the
Look at
are
that.
breaking
Dickens throws to Dickens.
And
Where can you get that at?
because they're getting the ball
Sounds like he's throwing to himself,
able to catch
but
it and
no.
try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. He'll look to throw. Quick throw, that's complete on the inside slant. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Back to throw here. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Let's go. Back to throw again. Space to run past the 20. Looking middle, and that's complete.
Damn, cuz, you keep catching the ball, man.
Pick up there 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
They'll run it here with Blunt. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown.
I know I should trade him to the Lions because the Eagles let him go, and he went to the Lions. For those who don't know, yeah, Blunt's not with us no more. He went to the Lions, the actual Eagles team. I'm not getting rid of him. I don't care. I don't agree with letting him go. They keep other players that suck, and yeah.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. Play clock winding down. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it ends in a touchdown run by LeGarrette Blount. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. Russell Wilson leading them out there, 6-year quarterback who finished his college ball, of course, as a Wisconsin Badger.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
And his first pass is incomplete. The tight end Luke Wilson was the target, and it's second down. And this offense often hinges on one of the best tight ends in the league, and that's Jimmy Graham.
I think he made up for lost time when he got to the NFL because in college, he was mainly a basketball player, a defender who couldn't score. Now he's flipped it around in the NFL. Every time he touches the ball, he's a threat to score.
2nd and 10 now. Wilson throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. They go play action now. Wilson. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Michael Kendricks in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Sproles, the return. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Back out for another drive comes LeGarrette Blount. Last week, a strong showing, up over 100, also 2 trips to the end zone.
It's the kind of week that if you said, listen, I'll let you have this type of a game each and every week, you'd sign up for it. You wouldn't try and get too greedy. But let's face it, good runners always want to be a little bit more greedy at the end, try and squeeze out every last yard. He's going to try and duplicate that and exceed it in this game.
And he's brought down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Here's Blount. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll run again with Blount. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Looking to throw. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Now Blount trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Again, here's Blount. And now running right through it. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. So back-to-back plays here where he couldn't get anything on the ground. Now you face a 3rd and 10 and assume you're going to try to pass it, right?
I would think so, because you've tried to run the ball, and really it doesn't matter who got the ball in the play because there was no space to go. So that I think you step back, throw the ball to try and pick up the first down.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll look to throw here. He's got a man. It's Mitchell. And he'll take it into the
I don't know what
end
happened to
zone
you
for an
because
Eagles
you're not there right now. I don't know what happened.
Malcolm Mitchell.
Did you get hurt?
With touchdown
Are you
number
out for a little
7
bit?
on the year.
I don't know.
And the Eagles add on to their lead.
I'll find out
Big
later.
4th down conversion for the score and the defense. That is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Elliott now to add the extra point. The play clock's running down. And it's good to make it 14-0. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now the rookie 7th rounder. This is Chris Carson. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving it fast.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Brandon Graham in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So a first-quarter sack, and remember, keep in mind, he had 2 sacks in last week's game.
And it's always intriguing to me to watch these great pass rushers because some of them, they need their teammates to scheme for them. Maybe occupy people, make it a one-on-one matchup. Other guys, they just defeat everything in front of them. To get 2 sacks in a game, it's a little bit of both for you.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start
than
that.
You're back out there, man. I don't know what happened.
This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Chad Hansen, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Close there. He caught it, just wasn't able to stay in bounds.
And that's where... the sideline, it was used as a 12th defender. You know,
this is going to cause 2 timeouts now
this
if I don't make this.
Imaginary one that my college coach used to call Sammy Sideline. Sammy Sideline can protect you at times.
Almost 2 timeouts.
In the next case, that's exactly what he did for the defenders.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30.
2 timeouts already.
The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. They'll drop to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Yeah, you got that touchdown.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting
people
with
are like, what is he talking about?
He showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good. That is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
Elliott on for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. Elliott now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. On first down. Wilson over the middle, complete. That's Richardson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection, maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Alongside my broadcast partner Charles Davis, Brandon Gordon hits the
We don't
Seahawks
kill
with
the
football to
we
begin
don't kill
quarter number
the
2.
Snickers commercial. Sorry.
They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. Wilson. It's caught outright by Graham. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A Seahawk first down. Wilson to his big target, Graham.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8.
Well, now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
On 3rd down, Wilson. This complete to Lockett. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. They're going to look to throw. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're up 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. You got a nice lead. You should be able to protect it. But if you get careless with the football, look out.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Now a carry for Blunt. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one down to the 36. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll try and sneak it here. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
Now, that was a little bit longer distance than you would expect to see for a quarterback sneak. Normally, it's 4th and 1, 4th and inches. But when you get interior linemen trying to get upfield for a pass play, sometimes you can blow past them on the sneak, and it worked well for them.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And he fires one incomplete. Malcolm Mitchell out of the University of Georgia was the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
They always say that real estate is about location. Well, guess what? When it's a slant route, the quick ones, timing, timing, timing. Got to be able to lead your man with the football.
And the timing off right there. Threw it behind him. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Bobby Wagner leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he's reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. And Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
And time for us to spotlight Doug Baldwin. Hasn't had his best day to this point here in the second quarter, and they're losing. You got to think, though, that also means that maybe the defense doing a good job on him. There's 2 sides to that coin.
I would agree, so you have to give them credit, but that means you've got to find a way to beat that defense and make sure one of your top playmakers touches the football and has an impact on the game. Change formations, change where he lines up, put him in motion, anything possible to shake him free.
Maybe that greater impact comes here on this drive.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Here's Wilson, and able to find Graham, complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Century.
2-minute warning with the Eagles up 24-0. Eagles only scored 3 points this quarter. Wow, that's not good. They scored 21 in the first quarter. Be back near the end of the quarter.
A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. The largest deficit, by the way, this franchise has ever come back from. 21 points to the Bucs in 2013. On second down, here's Wilson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
To throw is Wilson. To throw on third down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Extending the arm.
Oh, yes, it works.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. He'll drop to throw. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Fresh set of downs here. They'll set up a throw. Throwing the slant pattern here complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. They'll go to Blunt, try and pound it in. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. LeGarrette Blunt with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Eagles are pouring it on.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Elliott now to add the extra point. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it ends in a touchdown run by LeGarrette Blunt. Elliott now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Doug Baldwin and company getting ready to go again on offense. A chance maybe here for them to get him more involved.
And
down here on the scoreboard,
and
he's been very quiet.
And the silence has been deafening for his team. They don't need that at all. They need fireworks. They need explosive plays. They need him touching the football in any way possible. Maybe you go to some jet sweeps. Anything to get him going.
Yeah, something to get in the ball. We'll see if they can do it. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. The 30, 20.
You knew I couldn't go to the half unscored on. You know I couldn't go to the half unscored on. I have not had an unscored half or an unscored game.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end.
Now, what do we want to do?
Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they feel really good.
Where was the receiver? He was too deep.
At least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration. Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah.
And got his man complete.
Line
that one
up.
goes for 36 yards. They'll throw now on the final play.
What? I was trying to get it. I was trying to figure out what to do. I wanted to block it for a field goal shot. All right, there's the halftime show, so go Larry.
Thanks, Brandon. I'm Larry Ridley, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. The Seahawks trail at home at halftime. The Eagles have looked good on the road, and will just try to keep the ball rolling in the second half. All right, let's do it. Here's a look at the first half highlights. Picking up early in the first. Blunt's going to take off here, and he counts off the 7-play drive with the score. The Eagles with the early advantage. Eagles with possession halfway through one. Mitchell's got the reception, and this goes 17 yards for the score. As they move out in front, 14-0. We go now late in the first. Nice work to make the catch in double coverage. And this 5-play drive goes for a touchdown. The Eagles go up by 21. Down to late in the first half. Blunt's going to look for a gap, and this run goes for a touchdown. Eagles way in front. Still late in the first half. Russell Wilson.
And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
Sorry, I don't want to see their score, Brad. It's the Eagles 31, Seahawks 7, because, well, you know it can't be a shutout half. And we're going to start the quarter now.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Seahawks. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to... the second half too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They'll run it now out of the gun, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, it's Wilson. And left side here, it's Graham. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Now it's Wilson. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of...
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The rookie from Tennessee, Derek Barnett. And that'll bring up 4th down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's John Ryan now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Now, fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. He'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Let's go! They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. To give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Hurry up, here we go. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Elliott on for the extra point.
Delayed game, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Elliott now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Elliott now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Seattle now ready to march onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting testing him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside. Probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On is the punter, Ryan, to send this one away. And not his best effort there, as this one's going to be spotted down just outside of the 40-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
that is
by the
one
time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
Back to throw here. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because at least you're there, knocking the ball away. Offense isn't possessing it, making plays downfield. And you just continue to harass the receivers, harass the quarterback, and maybe the big play does occur down the road.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. LeGarrette Blount with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Eagles continue to roll. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Elliott on for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Elliott now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They've got to dig down deep.
This season's games here are all marked similar the way.
Partner, join me.
Next season will be marked with like the at symbols. I'll have the at symbols up, put up like over the week or whichever it is, so that way you know this is the new, will be a new season. Because after this season's over, I'm gonna do another one.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there halftime. Actually,
not gonna say it's gonna be the Eagles again, probably. It might be, but I don't know.
Said hasn't been working. Now Wilson on second down. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. One Wilson to another for a Seahawk first down.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, he usually gets it done. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Brandon Graham in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night. I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt. And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And now a high kick trying to pin them back. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. Now, I'm just wondering how many yards is he going to throw for? We're only in the third quarter. He's just thrown for a ton.
You have your abacus here?
My what?
Your abacus?
I thought you said like Atticus Finch.
No, we're not getting that deep, but counting this up, we might need a few extra people in here because the yardage he's piling up, the way that he's playing, it's a lot of fun to watch. I can't wait to see what he does next.
We'll see what he does here on this drive. Going right side here, and that's complete.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
They'll look to throw. The quick slant caught. One quarter remains.
Well, we're going to the fourth quarter. The Eagles are up 45-7. I want to challenge and say he was in, but I can't because I think the quarter's over.
In Seattle, Washington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set.
Excuse me, I'd like to challenge that last play. Yeah, you can't challenge, right?
For the fourth quarter, a very one-sided affair.
Sorry, the game is deciding to be stupid for a minute here. So let's see if we get the touchdown. It should have been 52, but well.
Second and goal. Defense digging in again here. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. LeGarrette Blount tying a career high with his 4th touchdown of the game. And the Eagles are pouring it on. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends in a touchdown run by LeGarrette Blount. Elliott now to kick this one away.
Sorry if I seem a little slow, guys. I'm messing with my phone, and I've got things going on there.
This will be a
so if I seem a little slow, it's because I'm on my phone. I think I'm going to win this game. Almost 52-7.
Ready to march out of the field.
Looking to be 59, maybe 60.
Shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with him punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. Here's Wilson. Complete. Richardson has it. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Wilson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jordan Hicks in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And out will come the offense as they take over. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. K.J. Wright. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5. He'll look to throw. Looking right sideline, that's complete. A good pickup there of 20 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. They'll look to throw here on first down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. And he'll give it here to his running back. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Going to give this time to the tailback. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They'll set up to throw. Able to fight through one. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone. This guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. They're going to look to throw, and this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Oh, boy, rubbing a little salt in the wound there, going for 2 up this big.
You know, there's one time when I played, Brandon, and played against a team that was just absolutely pile driving us, and they ended up going for 2 late in the game. And I asked one of the guys, why'd you do that? He said, because we wanted to win by more. That feels like that type of situation.
Wow. Well, it could also result in a melee later, though. Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they made some good adjustments, though. He's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact they had a tough first half, he was locked in, right? Rocking and rolling. They came out, made their adjustments, got their confidence back. Now they're caught. Of all sorts of trouble.
On first down, Wilson. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down.
Watch left. Start right there.
On 2nd down, Wilson. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Brandon Graham. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Now Wilson looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Graham. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And now a first down following that long gain.
Here we go now.
He'll look to throw. Look at this spin.
Balance.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports.
We got the 2-minute warning at 1:59. Usually happens sometimes like that. The Eagles are up 60-7. I don't think the Eagles are going to lose this one.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Double tight. Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. A good pickup there of 22.
All right, here we go.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's second down.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone can stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
He's going to let it fly. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
This defense.
I was sitting there, I'm like, okay, I got him sacked. Oh, he's throwing it. It's gone. No. Oh, incomplete. Thank you. He dropped it.
Fourth quarter.
Because I'm sitting here like, okay, he throws it. I'm like, shit, don't engage. She talked. What the hell?
Completion.
Bought my house.
Wilson throwing again. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Now Sproles. Sproles so quick and agile. A good return there, 17 yards. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big...
And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Tendrick Thompson, the rookie from Colorado. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On second down, here's Wilson. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side, but for lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Now a desperation throw. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have this one up near the 30-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Looking to throw. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Offense readies for a 2nd and 1. They'll look to throw here. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Cliff Averill in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
All right, y'all. Well, that's the end of the game. It ended weird, but, well, it's done there. Final score, the Eagles 67 points. The Seahawks only 7 points. Should have been none, but, you know, that guy got his little 75-yard thing. You know, he did that, so that's it. Best quarter was the 4th. Second best was the 1st. Third best was the 3rd. And last best was the 2nd. We got 31 points in the first half and 36 points in the second half. We got more points in the second half. Hell, we got more points in the last quarter than we did in the first. So that's the game. It's over. It took about an hour and 9 minutes. Wow, a little long. Well, we had a lot of scoring, so and the time ran slow. So, all right, y'all. Eagles won, and 620 passing yards. Good Lord, and 47 rushing yards. All right, well, that's it. Charles Davis and Brandon Galton say bye. I say bye, and we're going to end this video right here. And good night from Seattle from them, apparently. But good night from Philadelphia, PA for me. Might have another game later, might not. Don't know. Bye-bye, everybody.